That's a look at your 7-day. Sarah, back over to you.
National Park Service is fighting to save a tree believed to be more than 100 years old.
The mulberry tree is located at the southeast base of the Washington Monument, but it fell over the weekend because of oversaturated soil after the heavy rain. Nick Smith with more from the National Mall.
Hey guys, when I heard the National Park Service would make efforts to save the tree, I had questions. What can we expect to be the outcome? How long will it take? And how much is it going to cost? It doesn't take long to see that the ground around it is still really wet.
Once this tree was down, one of your dangers is what they call root zone desiccation. Root zone desiccation occurs when you start getting heat or wind moving through and it starts to evaporate.
Jason Gillis is an arborist and the tree crew supervisor for National Park Service. He says because of the tree's rich history, he and his team are committed to doing all they can to save it.
From a natural historical perspective, this tree would have witnessed a lot of different events, which includes Martin Luther King's I Have a Dream speech and basically anything that happened on the mall in the 20th century.
I think that they have to save it.
Why is that? Why is it important?
Because if you save a tree, you save a life.
Why is it important to save a tree?
Because it's 100 years old. Gonna have history.
So many other trees have been cut down in the past, and let's preserve one if we can save it within the means possible to do that. I think it'd be a great idea.
Trying to figure out how we can preserve this in the landscape without removing, replanting, or trying to do something with the genetic stock.
Next step, a feasibility study and an assessment from other partners with whom he's worked in similar situations. The cost? Well, that's to be determined. For now, he says the priority is keeping the tree as healthy as possible.
By wrapping it, keeping it wet, we're doing what we need to do to preserve as much of the root volume as possible so that when this tree is basically put in whatever restored position it'll have a good chance of survival.
Jason is confident their efforts, the final cost, and the preservation of a tree that called this spot home long before the Washington Monument will be worth it.
If I wasn't optimistic, we wouldn't be going this route.
One thing is definitely clear. Visitors to the mall will be watching, and so will we. Back to you.
It's like I'm the